Hello everyone, Trisha, it's me, Jenny. Hey, and it's time for another Not Naked Video response to Trisha Hershberger series. Naked Truth, where we talk scandalously, truthfully, about subject of her choosing straight out the shower, no makeup, wear hair, first take, one take, etc, etc. And hi, most people choose to do it naked. I choose not to, but either way, it's not a sexy time thing. It's a vulnerable and honest type thing. A tool for the vlogger to be honest and truthful. And hi, I'm very relaxed right now. I am on my first night of holiday. I finished work a couple of hours ago. I just had a nice hot bath. And it's my last time in this flat. This will be my last naked truth from this bed. Oh no, because I'm moving back home to save up to my place of my own. So yay, updates. But back on the subject, I'm on holiday from work, and this week's subject is starting your own business and being your own boss. Which, as Trisha said in her video, it's kind of a Marmite profession, as we would say in England. Marmite, I don't know how many people in America know what Marmite is, but Marmite is a condiment that you either love it or you hate it, and that's part of the brand. You're either built to be your own manager or you're not. And I am distinctly not built to run my own business, as far as I can tell. I've never tried it. It's never been something that really appeals to me. Like, a little bit in the back of my brain is like, ooh, what if I can make money? And at one point, like, today I bought in my bowl of friendship braids because I was talking to a colleague about, she was trying to make a present for her partner for Advent. And I said I'd bring in some braids and she can like make a braid or something for one of the Advent gifts. We thought that'd be really nice. So I brought in the braids and I found a bunch of braids that I was going to mass produce for Etsy, and I was like, I'm going to run a business off Etsy and I'm going to sell braids. And I looked online, I'm like, this is not worth it. It's not cost effective. I'm not talented enough to sell these at a good enough rate to be worth the price of postage. And so I never really got any further with that. And I think one of the things when it comes to running your own business is you've got to have, as Trisha said, you've got to have the hustle. Basically, the three things, and it's something that I already believed before I read. Before I read The Firework Maker's Daughter, but the idea that in order to be successful in anything, you've got to have hard work, determination, passion, all of those things. You've got to have talent, and you, again, those two things build on each other. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't, you know, they say it's something like 100 hours of something before you become a master at it or whatever. Like, you know, you can try, like, there's a certain level of talent and a huge amount of talent that is built through hard work, but sometimes you do have to have a natural instinct. Like, I could do 100 years worth of ballet right now. I could dance every single day and I will not have the body of a ballerina. Like, that is just not something that my body is physically capable of doing. No matter how many hours I put in, like, I will not be able to do that, at least not at this age. And the third thing is luck. You've just got to be in the right place at the right time. And for me, the biggest problem of that is I do work really hard. I do try my best. And one of the things I really hate with work at the moment is that no matter how hard I try, I can't achieve more. Like, I've put in probably an extra 1 to 3 hours every single day this last couple of weeks, unpaid because I won't get paid for it. Just to try and scrape by on things that need to be done. And it's absolutely zero credit, no money, nothing except for my own kind of feeling of trying to get a feeling of success and not succeeding, which I know is not good. So I'm so glad for this holiday because I can just, all of that hard work is done, I'm out, I'm on holiday. But yeah, like, I work really, really hard, but the problem I have in the really hard aspect of that is you've got to hustle and you've got to be passionate, and that's something I've always struggled with. As someone who's like, I'm not goalless, but I don't really have any big life goals. I never had like a dream job. I've never had like a thing that I really wanted to do. Like, when I was a teenager, I was like, I'm going to be an actress, but almost immediately I was like, well, you know what, I'm not actually that talented. And in all, like, there are people out there who are more talented and more passionate, and passion leads to hard work, and creative jobs are hard work. Running your own business is hard work. And in order to push through that hustle, you've got to have a real passion, a real goal in mind, a real, like, a want. And I don't have that. There's no job out there that I'm like, I want that, I will work towards it. My kind of go to is a structure of pre-existing business, and I will work to achieve those goals within that business. And I will work hard, and I do work hard, and I know I do, no matter how lame I feel at the end of the shift. I'm like, I'm a terrible boss, why am I doing that? But like, yeah, in the end, I try my best. I work hard. I do the hours. I try to be empathetic. I try to be a good manager. It was interesting. I've been doing a lot of training courses lately, and it's a lot of stuff I already know. There's a lot of stuff that I have learned through work, and there's a lot of stuff that came already to me. So when it comes to like running my own business, like, as much as I'd like a little bit of extra money, I really can't. The other thing that comes into mind is in England there's a lot of things about, like, if you've already got a full-time job, if you then have a secondary job, you get taxed more. Like, I haven't looked into it too much because it's not something I've really looked into, but I don't really want to supplement my income with something consistent, because then you get double tax. It's just not worth it. But yeah, there's lots of ways of supplementing your income, and being your own boss in little ways. But like D&D is my second job. There we go. I'm unpaid, but that's my second job, is D&D. Which, honestly, I don't put enough work hours in to actually justify calling it my second job, but it's definitely the thing that I put the most time into outside of work. But yeah, like, in terms of like I think if I were, in the same way that if I were to go back into further education, I think if I were to go into a business of my own, or want to set up a business, I would be something that I have to find that I'm like, this is my thing, this is the thing I'm good at, this is my talent, this is my passion. Because then if you have the passion, you have the ability to work towards getting the skill, and then you have the ability to create circumstances in which you can make luck. Because luck is not something that you can... So, again, the hustle is what gets you the talent and what gets you the luck. Because you can make your own luck if you try hard enough. But even then, you're not always lucky. It's the nature of the game. Even then, you could not be talented. You could just not be right for the thing. Yeah. And my struggle is always, like, I feel bad taking away from people who are more talented and more hardworking. If it was a position where I know that I'm the most talented and hardworking, then I'm in there, but I don't think there's anything out there. So I think if I found something that I really loved and I was passionate about, and I was willing to hustle and had some level of talent in, then I may think about that then. But right now, I just want to think about my wonderful holiday and chill out. And it's kind of weird to film this because I've been so negative about work lately, and now that work is done for 2 whole weeks, I can be like, screw that, I'm outsies. I like the structure of having someone else be my boss, even if I'm someone's boss. I manage people, but I'm not the top end of the tier, so I can be like, refer to that person, and refer to that person's boss, and refer to that person's boss, which is nice. I think, like, I like having authority for the areas that I have authority. I don't know how much higher up the chain I'd want to go right at this point in my life. And I like the consistency of a paycheck, and the fact that I know that in a year and a half I can probably have enough savings to buy my own house. Like that, I don't think I could go into self-employment or run my own business if it would affect that plan, because that's a lovely idea. But at the same time, I think I do need a side hustle. I need a hobby. That maybe can get me some money on the side. That would be nice. Anyway, thank you for watching. Feel free to comment. And I think my camera's about to run out of space, so bye for now. Bye.